Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 17 of Noel's House Party. Sorry there was a little interruption last week. I basically needed all day, every day to do my case study for an interview that I had on Friday. And I got that job. The HR lady rang me 17 minutes after the interview and said, "Would you like that job for $5 grand more than you asked for?" And I said, "Yes, I would." So yeah, everything is fine here now, and we're going to start ploughing through the end of season 1 and season 2 of House Party. The sun is shining, but before we get into episode 17, this is the DLT gotcha, right? And I don't have any frame of reference really for who DLT is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a segment or a cobbled together sort of segment from my favourite podcast, which is the Cheapshow podcast. So two guys, former stand-ups and great improvisers, and what they do is the show's supposed to be about comedy stuff, like stuff they found in charity shops and eating cheap noodles and stuff like that, and tasting knockoff Jaffa cakes and, doing taste tests and stuff like that. But every now and again, they find something in a charity shop that is of interest to them, and they really dig into it. And I think in this episode 81, they found a Top of the Pops annual from 1975. And there was interviews in there with Edmonds, but there was also an interview with Dave Lee Travis, and they really go into it. So let's just sort of see what he's about.
So, Dave Lee Travis admits this. I'm a complete loony.
Oh, you're mad.
An absolute nutcase.
You've gone too far now.
I'll do anything for a laugh.
You've groped a lady's tits now.
I'm mad. I'm fucking cock-a-bonkers.
Where did he do TV? In Ireland or something?
Dave spent 2.5 years in Bremen, Germany, doing his own show. He goes on to say, I used to specialise in being really nutty.
Fucking mad, me.
I remember the first TV show I did, I walked up and unscrewed the camera lens. The cameraman was horrified because the Germans have a very strange sense of humour. No, they don't like
They're
cunts.
a professional working on television.
Yeah, they don't like cunts. Going, I'll break your camera, mate.
Oh, that's hilarious.
He became known as Big Dave the English Nut. It was his infectious humour.
The hairy coconut.
It was this infectious humour that he brought to Top of the Pops.
Oh, fuck's sake.
On one of the very early shows, he suddenly leapt away from the microphone, joined the group Mud, and went berserk on the drums.
I bet Mud were like, get this fucking cunt off the fucking stage.
I'm not a DJ. I'm a really dedicated all-round entertainer, says Dave.
Oh, my God.
Seriously.
He's awful, isn't he?
I like the way it goes, where Dave says, Dave, seriously. Yes, I'm
Yes,
really
Dave,
an entertainer. It might sound a bit big-headed to say so.
It does.
But I know I'm going to be a really big-name entertainer a few years from now. Just wait and see. I'll have a really monster TV show of my own.
Monster TV show?
History's not been kind to you, Dave.
It really hasn't, has it? What
He
the
wanted
hubris of the man.
wanted Noel's fucking career.
He did.
He wanted
Now,
Dave Lee
why?
Travis's
Now,
house
Paul,
party.
Okay, Paul, why didn't Travis get it?
Because no one likes him. I don't think anyone likes him.
Well, he's a cunt, isn't he? Coming and messing with your camera. He's trying to fucking do a job.
I'm pretty sure he's fucking...
He's trying to be Mud, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
this cunt's on stage with you. Fuck off.
all ego.
Yeah.
Very
Pure
little
ego.
fucking
what
talent.
What an ego guy he is.
Yeah.
Like, I know it
Arrogant.
sounds a bit big-headed, but
But
I'm going to be huge, I am. And they published it. And also, what gets me is why they get hairy, weird-looking, scary people to present pop shows.
Because you don't see... Well, the thing is, on radio, you don't have to have a look at them. But then they were
No,
like,
but
in
then
front of the camera, and it's like, oh...
That's the weird thing, isn't it? That was the route.
Yeah.
You went from the radio to
TV.
TV. What an egotist.
Get this. He says with such conviction that you have to believe him when he says, I'm the Roy Castle of the DJ world. I can do a bit of everything. Sing, dance, tell gags. Oh.
Wow.
He runs his own disco shows, putting on a complete stage production, hiring dancers and doing a full act himself, which includes singing, playing music, and doing lots and lots of jokes.
Wow.
That'd be a horrible show,
That'd be
but I want
terrible.
to see it so much. The show is aimed at young people in the 20s and 25 age group. This is the fucking sales pitch going on. But his radio shows, he says, appeals to everyone, from teeny boppers to mums and grandmums. Oh,
Lovely.
Dave is officially known as the hairy monster from 200 miles up the M1, a title given to him jokingly by Diddy David Hamilton a few years back.
Who's a David Hamilton?
David Hamilton was just like one of those
Famous radio
DJs who
DJ,
he did it till the day he died, literally.
Yeah.
He's that kind of guy. He was the radio presenter. They used to laugh at me because I came down from Manchester every week on the M1 to do my shows in London, said Dave, now living in Ealing, North London with his wife, a beautiful Swedish blonde called Marianne.
Oh, my God.
You know he's gone, can you put down the fact that I live in a nice house with a fucking model, please? Marianne, the Swedish blonde wife, came to Britain to work as an au pair. She met Dave in a Manchester club on her first night in England, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me, said Dave, with that monster grin showing through his whiskers.
Oh. What was going on?
He started his working life straight from school as a designer in a posh store in Manchester, but he gave it all up and went working in the clubs as a teenage disc jockey for 10 bob a night. I introduced the Beatles to their first Manchester audience, recalls Dave, in the club called the Oasis.
Could be true.
He's mad on motor cars, loves drag racing in particular, and DLT is a walking encyclopedia of all kinds of music. I like virtually anything he says, but I prefer the more melodic kind of artist. I love Bert Bacharach, and I've been a great fan of Dusty Springfield for years. Kiki D is a great artist. I really dig her. Such an underrated singer, and I like Isaac Hayes. Such a fantastic feeling for music. I don't care what kind of music people listen to, highbrow or lowbrow, just as long as it's good standard. That's the important thing.
Well, Dave, fuck off. You
Fuck
got
off,
You got
Dave
done
Lee Travis.
for groping a research assistant on your show.
But it was a joke, though. It's because he's nutty and
Well,
a
'cause
wacky.
he came on and went, fucking yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a joke, love. Like that.
He's
didn't he?
cock-a-bonkers.
And he go, oh, I'm fucking proper fucking bonkers and hard. You know what I mean?
I'm nuts, me. I'm
Yeah.
a big dick.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a joke, love. I'm fucking groping you. What an utter cunt.
Right, so that should give you a flavour of who we're dealing with. I didn't really know who Dave Lee Travis was, and that provides a little sort of frame of reference there. Interesting that he had a court case against him. Or he had actually like 24 or something different accusations against him, and he managed to get rid of 22 of them. I can't remember how many it was. There was a lot. And all but 2 of them were dismissed. But you know, there's still a lot of women, and 2 of them stood up, and he did get prosecuted for those. So yeah, I'm not going to say think about that when he's on this, but you know, it all plays its part. I don't really want to think about that, but yeah, it was one of those people who sounds like a bit of a cunt and probably is. It might. We'll see how we get on. Come on, let's just watch this. No, it's Blackburn. That's an odd outfit, but it's still better than anything Edmonds has ever worn.
For you tonight, I think Tony Blackburn's somewhere around, and we've got a great meal laid out here because we are going to have a dinner party tonight in Crinkly Bottom, and I need it, I tell you, because it's been an absolutely shocking week. It really is. Oh, crumbs! I mean, I've had a shocking blockage in my Crinkly Bottom. It has been honestly traffic chaos. It wasn't a pile up. It was just. It was just the fact that Farmer Valence's cow got stuck behind a line of Skoders, and it mucked everything up, and there's been.
Oh, take the piss out of Skoders. That didn't really work very well, did it?
Level already, I tell you. And a lot of violence in the village as well. We had a nasty scene in the Crinkly Bottom computer shop. It was most unpleasant. A dissatisfied customer kicked the manager in the software department, which really wasn't very good. But tonight is the night. Bert! The Gopher!
Oh, they're making use of this old cunt a bit, aren't they?
Yes! The moment that we've all been waiting for! Shut up! Ah! I can lip read.
He was mouthing
The
something,
moment
wasn't
we've
he?
all been waiting for, and it's been worth waiting for. Why does DLT want the game to stop?
It's all right, but please, let's just finish this game. I can't wait for this game to be over with. Can you just...
Have a request later.
Yes, we can do anything you want later, but right now I'd just like to finish the game.
He wants the game over. The game's up to DLT. It's a great gotcha Oscar coming. And wait till I get you home. We've got something very different this week. We've got some real highlights for you, because from the hundreds of kids that I've talked to, we've chosen some absolutely magic gems. For example, the Sala. And I said to Sala, is there anybody that your dad fancies as much as your mum?
Does your dad ever watch television and sort of look at any of the ladies on TV and go, oh, she's nice?
He's not interested in that.
No?
He's old now, he's not interested.
How old is he?
42.
I'm 42 and I would be quite interested in that.
Keeping you up to date in the world.
Not in a
of
DLT
Bottom
way, but you know.
here in the Observer.
There's nothing there, no. Also as well,
Realised the headline change.
just as a designer, ignore is capitalised. Previous and headline are lowercase. That is not what headlines look like. It's just so poorly put together, and it doesn't make any sense. There's nothing there. You can hold it up as high as you want. It won't be funny.
Each week. And here I see an interesting news story. A trainee quality controller has been sacked from Crinkley Bottom's M&M's factory when they found that he was throwing away all the W's. Good. They're warming up now. Local daredevil Cyril Pretty Please has abandoned his attempt to cross the Atlantic on a plank. He can't find a plank long enough. And BBC cameramen fear for their lives after one of them was plucked from behind his machine last week and subjected to the Gunge tank. You see, our uncle
This was
is
half
Mr.
alright.
James Ditchfield.
It's believable that this guy didn't know and the rest of the crew did. That is believable.
I tell you, that sent the shockwave through the BBC. You did enjoy that, James, didn't you? That's right. Now, this week we offer you an option. You will be able to phone and decide who you would like to get the guns.
All the dubious. I'm not going to say anything legally about this. I don't think I can. But all the people.
No, I've got to let you in on this.
Dubious
I
morality
am terrified because
coming
we have
through
two
this
house
week.
parties to go in this season, and I'm certain something terrible is going to happen to me. And just at that moment, I thought that's it, because I don't trust you an inch. I really don't. But that would appear to be a slight technical fault in the old house. Who's it going to be? This route.
There's a
has been going
Gopher.
on for a long
There's
time.
Gordon the Gopher.
And the Gopher have been at it. So, Phillip, I need a defence from you.
I gave him fame. I gave him.
Oh, would he have his own
fortune.
miniaturised Gunge tank?
I gave him somewhere to live. I gave him a warm burrow, clothes.
I
We
remember
sent
watching
money
him,
back to his family
thinking it was
on the
amazing.
prairie. He owes everything to me.
Yes, all right. God, it's more like vote Schofield, isn't it? I mean, and what about this, Gordon? Your defence, please. Right, okay. What did he say?
He said you look like a test card.
Well, he gets it. The Gopher gets it. Did you really say that? No, he didn't. Come on, translate properly.
He said the British public would never gunge an animal.
Right. Okay. So, if you just like... If you think that Philip Schofield ought to get the Gunge, all you got to do is pick up your telephone and give us a call on 0891.
I used to watch Going Live and Gordon the Gopher, and I used to think it was fucking brilliant. It's hardly... I mean, look at it now. It's just a fucking shit puppet with someone's hand in it. It's doing a bit of work, but it's not great. It's hardly Rod Hull and Emu, is it? But
That's it, but here we go!
it does bring back memories. I used to love that when I was a kid.
very pleased to say we're joined by one of the most famous groups of all time. It's ABBA, and on the right, Agneta and Bjorn. There's something different about you, Agneta. I can't...
I've been on holiday.
Oh, fine. And over this side, Benny and Frida! Say a few words of welcome to Frida.
That's it, just take a piss out of someone's language.
Yeah, all right. Yes, thank you. I think she said the shirt looks like a test card or something. But anyway, here is the first tune.
Couldn't escape if I wanted to. Wanna lose, trying to love forevermore.
Yes.
That's the problem with this. What verse do you... If everything starts with the word Waterloo, what version do you come in on? What,
you know, and I'll go number 2.
You can die, having the time of your life. Ooh, see that girl, watch that scene, dig into that queen.
So, the ABBA fan club knows each other. Here's 3.
Knowing me, knowing you.
Uh-huh.
There is nothing we can
It's the only bit I know because of Alan Partridge.
knowing you. We just have to face it this time.
They're very, very slow over here. So here is number 4.
Singing, thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Who could live without?
Did they know they got it or not? They didn't know what was going on, did they?
Even when I was helping them, they couldn't do it. This used to be quite a nice song. 5.
There was something in the air tonight. The stars were bright. Fernando.
Go!
There was something that
Fernando.
you and me.
That's the name of Alan Partridge's son. Is that why? Is that why he's called that? Oh, I never knew that. It's a reference to an ABBA song. Okay, just like knowing me, knowing you. Okay. Oh, you learn something every day.
Stop that face. You're wrecking your image here, you know, all those faces. People think...
Well, just wait.
And so,
Wrecking
how
your
the
image,
phone's been
Christ.
going? Here is our telephone update for you. Who is it going to be? Is it Phillip in the Battle of the Gunge or Gordon the Gopher?
I like that his shirt is the same colour as the bars.
Actually in the lead. Gordon, you might well look worried indeed. NTV could come to your house.
I want to
this
see
week.
that
Who
miniature
knows,
Gunge
I might be
tank
dropping in
get
on you.
used.
And also grab a grand of... Excuse me just one moment, would you please?
Who's that?
My hero, great.
Goodness me, a talking doorstop. Is your wife short?
Oh, I gave her £5 this morning. Anyway, what do you want?
Well, no, you know how I love cricket. I just wondered, would it be possible for me to play for the Crinkly Bottom cricket team sometime?
Well, I don't know. I mean, what do you like at bowling a maiden over?
Oh, not at my time of life.
What do you like in the slips?
Oh, fairly useful.
Yes, what do you like in the nets?
Well, I'm all right, but I can't wear those high heels anymore.
He's a commentator, presumably. This episode is kind of all right already. I mean, that ABBA bit was a bit shit, but
Another
other than
great
that,
career down the drain there. And so this letter really sums up an enormous number of letters and phone calls that we've had. This is from Susan Lewis, who's near Clumpton in Devon. And she says, Noel, what really do those kids talk about? I mean, when you meet those kids on Wait Till I Get You Home, are they interesting? Do they come up with things that you can't actually broadcast? Where are they from? Well, Susan, I'm glad you enjoy Wait Till I Get You Home. The truth of the matter is we travel all over the country to all the major cities, and I talk to hundreds of kids. And yes, there are some things we can't broadcast for obvious reasons, but every now and again we do get the odd little gem. And the first lot you're going to see, Kemdy in London, Denise in Glasgow, and Carl in Newcastle. And we got onto the subject of talking about Her Majesty the Queen and what she gets up to. Who is the
he's
Queen
not in the
married
dungeon, and I'm wondering why.
The king. And I don't know the king's name. I don't even know the queen's name either.
Well, have a guess.
Queen Mary.
Is she? And so, what's the king's name?
King Richard.
Right. Have they got any kids?
Prince Diana.
Yeah.
Diana Prince.
What does the Queen do on her day off?
She's always got a day off, but...
In what way do you feel that you are more important than the Queen?
Well, she doesn't sit around going... Pass me the milk, please. Where's the Sunday Times?
What does she wear in bed at night?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you seemed to know so much about her. I thought maybe you'd seen her in a nightie.
Oh, yeah, and that was the time when she woke up, she went downstairs and got a drink of milk. All by herself. She didn't even need any servants. It's amazing.
Quite a lot of anti-royal sentiment on here. I think sometimes Noel, politically, he knows
London, I met Jason,
what he's
and then
doing.
with Stuart up in Leeds.
He pretends he's not
The
doing it.
question was, little delicate, what are your parents like when they've had too much to drink?
How do you know when he's drunk too much?
Because he sings and falls over. So I'm going, "Hey, Tarzan." I go to him, "Can I have a tenner?" And he goes, "Okay, then take it up my back." When he gets drunk, he comes so stupid he can't walk. And then he says these words that I can't understand.
If you want to get more money out of him, what do you do?
Wait till he's drunk and ask him.
Does she ever drink too much?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
She's not like my dad. She can stand up straight.
Wearing a fucking bow tie to speak to Noel Edmonds.
And here again is Gary from Liverpool, and Paul in Plymouth, Craig in Leeds, and Elizabeth in London. And I got onto the dodgy subject of, does Mum or Dad fancy anybody else?
Does he ever watch television and see women on television and go, "Oh"?
Yeah,
What, stroke his leg like that? You touched your leg there.
What about Baywatch?
Well, the ladies that are on there, he always goes, "Oh, look at them." He says, "Oh, I wish I had a wife like that."
Does your mum ever wind your dad up by going, "Oh, he's nice," or like that?
Yeah, my mum always goes, "Oh, isn't that man nice?"
And who might she be looking at when she says that?
Of course, Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise.
Not you.
Just to make sure we know that we're not talking about you, Edmonds.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Why?
Because he's big and he's got big muscles. That's why I likes him. And he looks sexy.
What would she do if he walked into your front room?
Just go, "Oh, look at that big man there."
What would Arnold say?
When he goes out the door, he'll say, "I'll be back."
Does your mum ever swoon over a chap on television?
Sometimes she complains if they got bad hairstyle or something like that.
Anyone in particular she mentioned? Come on, spit it out.
When my mum read the letter, she said, "What, you're going to see that awful family?"
Oh.
I don't think you're awful.
Oh. Would it be funny if he just said, "Does your mum ever say anything about me?" And she goes, "No, no one ever says anything about you, Noel. People don't say anything about you at all." That would like really wind him up.
Goodness for that. DLT is going to get a gotcha Oscar at the house party tonight. We've built it up and it is worth every single ton, pound and ounce of it. It's brilliant. We haven't had NTV yet. You never know, I could actually be turning up at your place. And of course... Now, if that is another one of these canvases, I mean, I've had it. I've got enough canvas now. I've got a shed full of the stuff. Ah! Sorry, I can't myself. Sorry, I was getting a bit worked up there.
Thank you, Mr.
It's all right, it's only the butler, Hal Green. That's his name.
Yes, indeed, sir.
Hal Green, you're at the front door.
How very observant of you, sir. A person would have to get up very early in the morning to put one over you, sir. Eating some canapes, some bon bouche, excuse me, sir, and some cough mixture, hopefully, and some pastry novelties, and a gingerbread lady tried to pull me into the oven, sir. So I left hurriedly without my key, sir.
Okay. Why didn't you come in your normal door at the back?
The cat was stuck in it, sir. Ah, I see, sir. You...
There was a lot of old rubbish in that joke, and then it was the gingerbread lady tried to pull me into the oven. Which tried to push you into the oven? Is that what you meant? I don't. You know, I was about to say, oh great, Ronnie Corbett's here to add a little, to elevate this a little bit, but although he's a great comedic actor, he hasn't written this because it's fucking nonsense. It's just the same nonsense that everyone else has to read out. You know, brevity is the soul of wit. I won't say any more than that, obviously, because I feel like that is enough what I've just said.
Well, you're going for the set dinner, sir,
Yeah.
rather than the buffet.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Sorry, yes, indeed.
Lovely. Is that how you say it? Buffet rather than buffet? Oh, I didn't realise the tea was silent.
It isn't the way you drink it, sir, but might I have the severity to ask is, are we going to be serving soup, sir? Because you must remember how you dribble, so...
I think I've cracked it. I'm going to serve soup the same colour as my beard.
Oh, how very inventive, sir. I didn't realise you could obtain tomato soup with grey streaks. I wasn't...
Now, look here, Hargreen, you seem to know a lot about etiquette.
Yes, well, of course, I have observed many sumptuous repasts during my various years in the catering business, sir.
Really? Were you a waiter?
No, I was a groom on a wedding cake.
I am a bit nervous about this, to be honest, Hargreen.
all right, that was all right.
Whatever, I really don't want to put my foot in it.
Better to keep your feet off the table entirely. I would have thought, sir. Sit down. I don't want you to worry about this. I don't want this to become a major concern. The golden rule is le mot juste.
Oh.
Love the little continental phrase. Adds colour to the household, sir. The golden rule, sir, is to work, please. Now, is first of all not to laugh at table. That is the very of the essence. And basically, to work from eating, sir, very serious matter, is to work basically from outside in.
Oh, I see. Just as if you were eating a jam donut, really.
Sir, please, excuse me, sir, please, good heavens. We are serving a meal, sir, not having a shampoo and set. Now, there we are. Now, what will sir be wearing?
Oh, I think I'll wear the dinner jacket. You'll have to help me with the bow tie, of course.
Oh, my pleasure, sir.
I just don't seem to get the elastic over my head.
Oh, sir, please, a proper tie bow tie is de rigueur. I shall pop down to the village if you care to purchase one for you. I'm going there anyway, because my wife and I have had one of our little tiffs again, I'm afraid. Yes, she feels I'm not taking enough interest in our two children, sir.
Oh, what are their names?
What's his name and thingamy-face, you know.
Right. Do they go to the school in the village?
No, they don't, as a matter of fact. They go to a private school called the Lillian Skinner School for Children of the Well-shod Gentry, run by the Order of the Little Sisters of the Rich.
What sort of school is it?
Well, the accent is not so much on learning as on carriage and deportment, you know. They turn out a high percentage of lollipop ladies and effeminate gas fitters, sir. Yes. Sir, tell me, sir, what will we be serving the guests when they arrive, sir?
Sherry.
Pale?
No, I think just a little glass. Tell you what, actually, Hargreen, you could do me one little favour.
Yes, indeed, sir.
When everybody arrives, would you be like a proper butler? And would you call the guests' names?
It'll be a pleasure, sir. And as a special thrill, I'll stick my tongue out at them as well, sir. Here we are.
I feel like that was set up.
DLT's gotcha. What went wrong, Dave?
We heard the entire thing on the radio in front of 9 million people.
Dave, keep your hair on.
Quiet, everybody, and listen carefully. You are a dead man!
Yes, DLT's gotcha is coming, but now live from Crinkly Bottom, it's NTV!
Let's hope this is less offensive than last week.
Just before we go with our NTV guests for this particular week, some exciting news for you. Keep those phone calls coming in our gunging. We believe that over 100,000 people have voted so far. So it's the biggest ever. But it is interesting how the clients of NTV suddenly want to get their own back on the people that set them up. And Jean Moore was one of our clients a few weeks ago in Arden Oak Road, Shelton in Birmingham. And she says, please, 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 show this photo of my niece Jane, who set me up for NTV. I've searched for it for weeks and weeks, and I finally got it. Helps me to get my own back. OK, Jean, there we are. That's what... Yes, it says sleeping on the back, but that's been crossed out as well. And then also, this is lovely. I think this is a marvellous one from Shifnal in Shropshire. Heard from Chris Jones. Mrs. Jones, hello, Chris. She says, do you realise what an enormous hold your house party has over the nation? Last Saturday, I went to work, did the housework, shopping, prepared the evening meal, did all that sort of thing. And I thought, yeah, I think I'll get the foot spa out and watch that house party thing. So I put the water in, correct temperature, put in some bubble bath, brought it into the lounge to watch the house party and soak my tired feet. My daughter said, what are you doing, Mum? I'm going to have a foot spa, I replied. Don't do that. They ain't done NTV yet, she said. What a stupid situation when a TV programme dictates whether or not you have a foot spa. That's an interesting thought.
I've never understood what it was about foot spas. Like, they were huge. They were on TV everywhere. They were being advertised in the back of newspapers and magazines. They were this thing that they try to make you want it. And all it is, people said, as soon as you got one and put your foot in it, you just go, why am I putting my feet in water in the living room? Why am I doing this? There was this sort of idea about like a luxury thing that everyone just went, no, actually, it's stupid and inconvenient. A bit like, you remember about 10, 15 years ago where everyone would go into, put their feet in a fish tank in a shopping centre, and then thousands of fish would like peck at all the bits of skin around your feet. And that was really hot for about 6 months. And then everyone sort of went, oh yeah, it's disgusting and unhygienic. And when they've done tests on the places, there's full of bacteria. And why don't you just clean your feet rather than let fish peck at them? It's that kind of thing. It's like, oh, what an incredible idea. And then when you do it, you go, this is fucking shit.
And wouldn't it be funny if we went over to somebody's house and they actually had their curlers in? Or we went to a house and maybe they weren't wearing their shoes. Or maybe better still, we went over to somebody's house...
They weren't wearing their shoes. They're at home, Noel.
Hi, Reg.
He's supposed to be embarrassed. He's not got shoes on. What's he doing? What's he doing? Is he putting his teeth in? Oh, he's putting his teeth in. At that age, everyone had false teeth. Like my nan had false teeth. I think that was from the era where everyone genuinely thought that to save on dental costs, why don't you just have all your fucking teeth pulled out of your head, and then we'll make some dentures for you, and you just put those in every day, and that's how you live your life. Everyone had false teeth, and I never understood why. They must have just gone, oh, dentists are expensive. Let's just fucking pull all your teeth out. Crazy.
Are you ready for me? Hello, Reg.
Hello, what's your name?
I feel as if I know you, Reg. I'm Noel. Hi, how are things? You look very good with your teeth in now.
No difference.
Are they comfortable?
Not really.
No?
They're very loose.
Are they? Do you want to take them out and readjust them?
Not really, no.
So how many sets of teeth do you have?
16.
Are you serious?
16 are no good.
16 are no good. I mean, don't you have one pair that's better than all the others?
Yeah, your best one. Yeah, my best ones, I don't wear them. Only for parties.
So where do you keep them? Under lock and key?
No, in a pot under the bed.
He's got them, isn't he?
Not that sort of pot, Reg.
Edmonds has got them.
Yes, the acid is good for them.
Reg?
Yes, sir?
Keep it clean. Are they under the bed at the moment?
No.
Where are they?
Kidding.
Where are they now?
In my drawer upstairs somewhere.
Well, that's different to pyjamas and pants. It's still really not that.
You don't behave for me, Reg, you're not getting your teeth back. How are you then tonight?
Very good, thank you.
Everything tickety-boo. I understand that you're an Arsenal fan?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Good. It's all right, we got the Crinkly Bottom...
They're Tottenham.
We got the Crinkly Bottom football team in tonight, so they're a little touchy about it. Now, music. Do you have a particular song that you like? You know, are you a music fan?
Yes. Frank Highfield.
Frank Highfield?
Oh, sorry, am I shouting?
Yes, you are a bit, Reg, but don't worry. It's a long way from Crinkly Bottom to you. Yes, we got microphones everywhere. That's better. Yes, we were getting your innermost thoughts there. Now, Reg, I was told that this was one of your favourite tunes. Is it? All right, enough. I think I prefer Bert Baldock bugling, actually, after that. Now, it's... Big, quiet! Thank you. So you like Sandy Shore?
Yes.
Yeah? And you like getting up on stage and performing, don't you?
Now and again, yes.
Yeah, we've got some nice pictures from your album. There we are. There's Reg at... is that Dovercourt Holiday Camp, I assume?
Yes.
When would that have been taken, Reg?
When was it?
1901?
Someone off camera.
Really putting it in there.
She's funny. She's funnier than you are.
1902. Is that Jean, your wife? Yes. She set you up for this. Here's another nice one showing that you're... There we go. Nice performance there. And you are the sort of guy who's always happy to get stuck in and sort of play along with people, aren't you?
Yes.
I can see that from the Knobbly Knees competition. There we are. And look at that. In the middle there, a young Arnold Schwarzenegger. And there he is on the end. Where did we get them from? Yeah, we did a raid.
Who do you think?
And I'm told that you like to go on stage and you've got a speciality act that wowed the Continentals.
Well...
Yes?
I'll do a little yodel.
Come on then, Reg.
What now?
Yes, please. We've got the hat, and you've got BBC TV at your service. Stand up, that's it. Lovely.
You'll have to turn me... You'll have to turn me off when you've had enough.
Yeah, I've had enough. No, go on.
I'll try.
Reg, I've had enough now.
I don't really know much about it, but that wasn't just a man taking the piss. There's actually something there that it sounded quite authentic. Look at all those shitty plates he's got up on the wall there. That was half decent, even though I don't really know
So you like
much
Sandy
about
Shore
it.
and you like a good yodel. Any music you don't like? Anything? Yeah, anything that really riles you?
I'm not rock and roll, no.
No? What do you think of this modern
I
stuff?
don't like Top of the Pops.
You don't like it?
No, not really.
I mean, is this the sort of music that gets you going a bit, you know, gets you a bit...
Not really.
Yeah?
Not really, no.
Oh. You're not keen on that sort of thing?
No.
No. How would you sum it up and describe it?
No rubbish.
Right. Tell that to these four guys then. What about if I go and do something else now? Do you fancy maybe rehearsing with these blokes and putting on a bit of a show for us? Yeah. I mean,
Well, I can't quite understand the outfits there. I mean, the black guy on the left looks like an early 90s rap kind of guy. That's fair enough. He's got this. They've just put a metal baseball cap, a baseball cap with a metal plaque on it on his head, which I sort of recognise quite nostalgically. The two in the back have just got weird 90s kind of outfits on, but I don't associate that with music really. And then this woman who came on in like leggings and this sort of tight top with a pattern on it, that's not a real bodice, that's like part of the pattern, I think. Yeah, I don't get what that's about. If that was significant to their music, then I don't remember that anymore. Only the guy on the left really, but he also looks like he could just be the cool black guy from some kind of 90s sci-fi film, you know.
What's your favourite dance? Have you got a favourite dance?
My favourite dance?
Yeah.
Not really. What have I got a favourite dance? I like to do a little bit of that.
Yes, all right. Well, you get that lagged and we'll come back to you. All right, there's Red. We will come back and find out how Red's setting up. Now, if there's anybody that you would like me to set up for NTV, don't worry that we've only got one more house party. I think we'll be around for a while, and we would like to be of service to you, but I need to know as much about them as possible. Please don't just write in with the name.
Season 2 in the pipeline then, is it, Noel?
We want that little bit of extra information, please. To NTV, room 3305.
I wonder if he went full Alan Partridge and he went into the BBC and he goes, give me a second series, you shit.
At the BBC Television Centre, London, W127RJ. And over the summer, we're going to be getting up to all sorts of strange things, including going around and obviously doing Gotcha Oscars. And I think I've been found out by Joe Jones, who's...
I think in subsequent series, I just found this out recently, he stopped calling them Gotcha Oscars. Because when I was a kid, I don't remember him ever calling them Gotcha Oscars. All I remember must be the latest series where he calls them Gotchas. Because the actual Oscar Association in America got in contact with him and went, fucking stop saying that. Stop handing out. If you're going to hand out gold statues as an award, you ain't calling them Gotchas anymore, or we'll fucking sue you. So he started calling them Gotchas, which is what I remember.
In Chester, and she says, I saw you doing a Gotcha Oscar on Michael Jackson. Well, I have to come clean. It was in the papers, and a lot of people sent us this. There I was. But what we're particularly on the lookout for are icebreakers. Can we be of assistance to you? Is there a girl at the bus stop that you've always fancied, but you've never quite got the nerve to say hi? Or a chap in the newsage?
What? And so there's some bird at the bus stop that you fancy, and you're so small that you can't actually invite her out or talk to her, and you're going to get Edmonds to run in there with a camera and a microphone and go, will you go out with this man? Fuck off. Christ.
Or down the pub, ladies, that you'd like to say hello to. Icebreakers would like to be of service.
Women are at danger all over the UK.
You could even borrow a few of mine. I used to say things like, would you like to come home for a lump of Horlicks? Or, hello, you look nice. Do you want to come and play with my Gunge tank? You know, things like that. But icebreakers can now provide the service. And icebreakers are also in there with NTV. It's a crowded little room 3305 at the BBC Television Centre, Wood Lane, London, W127RJ. I'd love to icebreak for you.
I bet it's just full of people's pants, isn't it? Just different pants hanging on the wall. Oh, these are the pyjamas of so-and-so we might do a NTV on, and these are the pants of a man in Bradford who we might get out if we so choose.
Let's go grab a grand! This actually did surprise me. Last Saturday on the house party, I wanted to know how many times would they on the 9 o'clock news on Monday say the word election. And in fact, it was only said 7 times. All the correct people are wheeling their way there. Alison Tandy and Bill Hall and May Woodcock and June Boniface. But who is it going to be? I'll stop it now. And it's Jean Townsend in Bracknell. And she noted
that's near me. That's where the guy from NTV was from last week.
The way they're going on with this blooming election, that it would have been hundreds and thousands and whatever. But anyway, Jean Townsend was one of those people to spot that it was 7. And the phone is ringing now, and I hope she's going to say, hello, Crinkly Bottom, it's Jean. Hello?
Hello?
You didn't say, hello, Crinkly Bottom, it's Jean.
Oh, hello, Crinkly Bottom, it's Jean.
Great.
She's old.
Oh, dear, you're really happy this evening, aren't you? Welcome to the hottest show in television, Jean. What have you been doing with the rest of your evening, then? Are you just thinking of going to bed or something like that?
Certainly not a been eating.
Oh, you've been eating?
Yes.
What have you been having?
Oh, pate on toast.
Oh, nice. What sort of pate? Did you have the rough or did you have the
I had
smooth?
the garlic and the liver.
Ugh. Oh. Okay, stay on the line. What would you spend the money on? Don't
Yeah.
tell me pate. What would you spend it on?
Toast. What else?
Clothes?
Toast.
Toast?
What else did you have for your
If we win £1,000,
What do you spread it on?
you spend it on toast?
Oh, no, I beg your pardon.
She thought, what are you going to spread it on?
Nervous, I'm shaking.
Oh, right. What would you spend the money on, I said? Not toast.
Well, I've been very, very poorly lately. I fell and hurt my back very badly.
Oh.
I've suffered. I've got a wonderful man that's looked after me.
Yeah.
So we would have a holiday.
Great. Jolly good. Can I come as well? I got a bad back as well. But anyway.
Oh, well, I'll cure that for you.
Okay, stay on the line. We'll go grabbing some... You're getting into your stride now, aren't you? Stay on the line.
She's funny, and she had the confidence to say something there, and I think he wanted to cut her off. What are you going to spread it on? That's what she must have heard, and she said toast.
We'll grab some money for you.
Okay,
Toast
thanks.
and pate. Why is she concentrating? Now, what I'd like to know, and this is...
Because this is not her whole fucking life, Noel. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've often thought to myself, because times are different now. Times are so different now. Like, I never watch live television. I haven't watched live television since the King's coronation, right? And the idea that you would ring up Noel's house party one week and then be there the next week for him to ring you, and you don't know that he's going to ring you, that is crazy to me. Like, that you'd even be in watching the same channel. Like, that almost seems crazy. You know, I'm 42, and the idea of always doing the same thing at the same time every Saturday night is just madness.
Really tricky one. At the end of the house party, all these names come up. They're called credits, but really it's the people responsible if you wish to prosecute the BBC. And if you added all their names together, what would ages together, what would be the total? So the ages of everyone you'll see at the end of the house party, add them all together, what do you think the total age would be? Give you an idea. Gordon the Gopher is 7, and I'm just a fraction older than that. It's 0891 404 505. 0891 404 505. And now here's the moment. He's come to collect his gotcha Oscar. Dave Lee Travis!
Oh, watch out, he doesn't molest you. He wanted to be Edmonds. He wanted a monster TV show. And now he's on one. It's not his.
Oh, sorry, I'm awfully sorry, and it's a live show. I do apologise.
Put my microphone off, Dad. Look here.
Oh, I'm an absolute nut, me. Oh, they call me Dave the English nut. Fuck off.
Oh, that was good. That was good. Now,
I'm sorry.
The feature on your Saturday show's called what?
Yes?
Yeah.
Cunts.
And it's where it's. Oh, you brought a camera as well.
Yeah. Come on, you just keep talking.
Yeah, no, it's not a water one, is it?
No.
No, he's got this feature on his Saturday morning show on 1FM where two
I'm
punks...
trying to put him off. Unscrew the lens. Unscrew the lens, Dave. Why am I rooting for him and finding him amusing? I suppose he did have something about him. That's how he kept going. But
play a
then abused his
competition
position
based
of
on
power.
general knowledge, and it's a darts game as well, so they have to get double top and treble top and all that sort of thing.
Yes. It's a good game.
Yeah, it's a good game. Highly popular, which
Yeah,
is
don't take the piss out of my format, Edmonds, because I'm on your format, and it's not always very strong. So don't fucking rip my format, cunt.
Very, very popular game.
why we wanted to play it. That's the point. And
I'm sorry about this. I felt I had to take a few photographs. I want to have something to remember you by.
Oh, dear me. Well, we were told by one or two people that there are three things Dave doesn't like happening on this particular part of his show. One is people asking for dedications at the wrong point. And,
Yes.
And two, anyone listening to the radio in their pub, so you get a howl round. And three, anybody other than the spokesperson giving the answer.
Yeah.
Right.
That sums it up.
So we've got a couple of pubs who knew the questions and therefore knew to get the answers completely wrong. This feature normally runs about, 9-10 minutes.
I hate this guy.
And it actually, a few Saturdays ago, ran something like 35 minutes. And the pubs, ladies and gentlemen, on DLT show are meant to be 200 miles apart.
Oh,
but if you look very closely, you will see that they are, in fact, barely 2 feet apart. Because we were just down the corridor from the studio, and we were in the head of Radio 1's office. Not a pub in sight.
DLT Travel Talk on Radio 1 FM.
Okay, it is the Pub Team Challenge, and we have a couple of teams on standby now. They are the Dun Cow.
I thought he did. I thought he was the hairy cornflake, and that's what they called him, like a breakfast show, not a pub thing. Don't know.
Which is Plough Lane in York, and the Goose and Feathers, Mill Road, Bexley. So let's go to the Dun Cow first of all, and Geoff Kirk. Hello, Geoff.
Oh, Dave.
Oh my God! I'm sorry. Have we disturbed you?
No, we were just waiting for you there, Dave.
Oh, you're waiting for me? Well, your team sound a bit sort of...
Well, it's...
Right, hold on there, Geoff. We're going over to the Goose and Feathers. Hello, Bernard James.
Hi. Here we are.
Now, you see, that sounds more like it.
How are you?
Bernard.
Yes, sir.
Your lot are all right, then?
Yes, yeah, fine, yeah, fine.
All right.
We've got onto your programme, too, which we're all a bit delighted about.
Stop it. People will think I'm paying you to say the right things here. It's nice to have you with us. So good luck to both teams. Remember, all I need to hear is the right answer from the spokesperson. So here we go. What can I tempt you with?
Yeah, double top.
Yeah. All right, 40 for the Goose and Feathers. In which TV series would you meet Sergeant Bob Cryer?
Bergerac.
You're saying Bergerac?
Yeah.
Perfect answer is the bill. Never mind, Geoff.
I thought the bill, but I wasn't sure.
Has that made you happy?
Very happy. Are we happy?
I'm sending a hearse round to that pub after this show. There's something wrong with you lot.
Well, we're not one of these trendy young pubs, Dave.
No, all comes.
Question for Double Top is which part of the body is affected by astigmatism?
The eyes?
We think it's the joints.
It's going to be one of those games, isn't it?
Oh, what? So if you don't score, it just keeps going, does it? Okay, right.
We do not have professional teams here. It is the teams who are out to enjoy themselves, which is what it's all about.
This is interesting because this is a radio format stitch-up, and that is something that Edmonds can understand. He can understand what's going to go wrong and why it would be annoying.
Well, I think we have a record here.
Yeah.
I think this is the first time we've had 3 double tops that have not been answered in a row, I think.
Oh, well, at least we're doing something.
Yeah, we're
Doing something here. Let's go back to the Dun Cow now.
Double top, please, Dave.
Oh dear, we are whistling a lot at the moment. Somebody's turned the radio up. If you could, yes, if you could sort that out, we'd be very, very pleased. What is the male honeybee called?
Bumble. What's what?
No. We've got no questions here. I can't. They're not easy enough. It's a drone.
A drone.
Yes.
That was
this is
slightly
definitely
hard.
First. On what form of transport would you find something called a dead man's handle?
Train, isn't it? Or tram?
Steamroller, Dave.
The steamroller, you're saying? It's a train. Dead man's handle. I think I might take a musical break here to rethink my entire career. Now, you're not thinking.
this game is all over the place, but I don't care anymore. We are now with the Goose and Feathers again in Bexley. Whose last film, and we're talking about the actor, whose last film was Guess Who's Coming to Dinner in 1967?
It's Spencer Tracy, for God's sake. We all agree.
Yes, what? Spencer Tracy.
Spencer Tracy. The entire team, we heard the entire thing on the radio in front of 9 million people. The entire team was saying it's Spencer Tracy, and our spokesman was going, he's carrying on. There's going to be a punch-up in there in a minute.
I wish you'd give me that phone. I'm fed up of that.
Can't hear Edmonds doing his stupid voice.
It's going to happen. There's going to be a big earwig dink. Take that, stitch this. Oh, right, okay. We'll move back quickly to the Dun Cow.
Is he going to run out of questions
Yes,
if they keep getting them wrong?
This is weird. Yes, shuttlecock is the right answer. Okay, we are back again with... We'll finish this game if it kills us. Bernard James at the Goose and Feather.
Give me that. No, let me have it. You're a bitch.
Hey, they're at it again.
Come on. Hey, fed up with you. Dave, I'm Malcolm.
Treble 80.
Wait a minute, have you replaced Bernard then?
Yeah. We voted him out.
You voted him out? This is another first here. You haven't injured him, have you?
No, he's here.
Now, Malcolm, if you don't get this right, Bernard's going to chin you. You know that, don't you?
All right.
54 points.
Say hello to Sharron. Say hello to Sharron, Dave.
For 54 points.
You're all right. And the painter is Crawley. Hello, Dave. There she is.
Crawley? I used to live in Crawley.
I will say this only once. What does the French word pomme mean?
Aussie.
Potato, isn't it? Oh, no. Yeah.
Apple for you.
Apple, because pomme de terre is apple of the earth.
Right
Potato.
answer. Okay, back again now to Geoff.
I'm intrigued, Dave. I didn't know it was like that down. I've heard some stories about down south, but...
Yes, I know. It's all right, but don't... Please, let's just finish this game. I can't wait for this game to be over with. Can you just...
Have a request later.
Yes, we can do anything you want later, but right now I'd just like to finish the game. Okay, your question is, which Roman god is the month of March named after?
Mercury, Dave.
Mercury. Think about Mars? Yes, okay, we're back now with the bullseye question. This is for the game.
Okay.
And to retain my sanity. What was the stage name of the film star who was born Francis Gum?
Liza Minnelli. Liza Minnelli.
Her mum, Judy Garland.
Yes, it was her mum, Judy Garland. I am taking a break here. We're just going to have a bit of music. We'll be back with the game in a little while, and we might finish it by 12 o'clock.
I thought Edmonds was playing a bit of a dangerous game there, doing his normal stupid voice that he does on all of his wind-ups that he used to do on the radio. Because,
No way do I want them near this show again. No way. I mean, it's quite funny at first because it's outrageous. If you're ready, what can I do for you now, Geoff?
Treble 18, Dave.
What is the name of the Roman god of love?
Cupid. Apollo.
Apollo, Dave.
Somebody did say Cupid, but obviously not to me, so never mind. We'll go back again to the Goose and Feathers.
Yeah.
Right, are we ready to do it now?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. What nationality is the pop singer Sabrina?
Hang on a sec.
Oh, well, no.
10 seconds.
Spanish.
Spanish.
Spanish. I do not. If this is for real, this man dies on the earth!
I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone, Dave. You have a gotcha. Got your Oscar. And hello to everyone in York. Everyone in... This is...
Do you think this was being broadcast?
You are a dead man.
Do you think that was actually going out live on Radio 1 as well, and people were listening to that? Because he didn't say Noel Edmonds has just walked in.
Noel, I want you to know I am not a man to hold a grudge.
Oh, yeah.
No problem.
DLT's got your Oscar.
Thank you.
Well, that was all right, but it wasn't everything it was hyped up to be. It was conceptually, it was good. It was a bit annoying. He probably did spend some time there thinking to himself, this is not going right. This is pushing everything else in the show out the way. People are going to be bored of this. Haven't got enough questions. All of those kind of things. But I think it's the kind of thing, this little interview that he does afterwards should be more. There should be more like, what were you thinking? What was the impact of that? What were your producers say? Were you saying to your producers, like, where he never seems to do any of that. We just sort of seem to see the gotcha and then assume that was all quite irritating, and then we move on.
I don't care! Okay, let's go back to MTV. Reg, it's all yours. Entertain us with your favourite dance.
That's better than I thought, I've got to admit it. Still wasn't.
Yo, no! Listen to me! It's Reggie Rage and the Funky
I think the guy on the right there, that he's top. People would wear that now. Certainly right where I used to live.
Rocking Reg at 70 years old. Reg, thank you for being a star of MTV.
Thank you.
Absolutely brilliant. And we are in the money. Let's go. Grab
That was quite good. That was quite good. Yeah. When he span round on that thing, I didn't expect that. That was good.
Hello, can you hear me, Jean? Hello, Jean, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, come on, pass
Toast.
it out of the mouth, because here is your choice. I'd like to know, would you like Rand from South Africa, Rials from Saudi Arabia, or would you like Seychelles rupees? Rand, Rials, or rupees?
Rials.
Rupees.
You'd like rupees. In fact, that's the lowest. That's only 1,354, but we've got a great sports person.
So only 1,300 quid.
She's got
That's all right.
Commonwealth medals, she's got Olympic medals, she's got UK medals, European medals, she's probably got medal fatigue. Ladies and gentlemen, Sharron Davies!
Medal fatigue.
Quick word. Have a quick word.
Hello, you don't look far from me. You're a little
I'm a
close,
local girl. I'll
don't
do the best I can for you.
Righty ho,
Thank
you
you.
go. And shut the door behind you if you would. Now, you're not meant to grab these until the minute starts, but everybody seems to cheat. So here are your questions. Which member of the Kennedy family has announced he's to marry again this year?
Robert?
Yes. Which TV comedy couple have adopted a baby? It was revealed this week. No. It was Dawn French and Lenny Henry. And which female pop star swapped to being a checkout girl for charity this week? No, Jean?
I'm so nervous, I can't believe.
She's an old woman. She doesn't know.
Mansfield, you've only got 20 seconds. Go, Sharron, go!
I think this woman's a bit. I think nowadays she's quite an outspoken right-wing commentator, all anti-woke. Seems to be what happens when you can't get work anymore. Instead of accepting that you never had any talent, and the world has moved on, you have to say that everything's too woke. She's got a big pile in there, though. There was a big wodge. In the corner, she threw in a big flat wodge.
All right, in it goes. Oh, there's just a few up there under your pocket. Lovely. Oh, there's one down there. Any more? We're talking Seychelles rupees here. And she wants to do it for her back, because she's got problems with her back. Right, that's it. OK, going to press it on that. 8,600. 8,600. What's that? Computer prediction now on the exchange rate.
It's all right.
That will sort out her back problems. Have a great holiday, Jean. Now, would you like to
Sort out back problems. Just want to go on holiday.
It's very simple. There's a load of names coming up on our credit roll in a moment. Have a guess at how many years you think are added together by all those people. Their ages in years: 0891 404 505, 0891 404 505. Give us a call. Now let's see the final.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this.
On the Gunge, is it Phillip Schofield or is it going to be Gordon the Gopher?
Yay! I wanted to see Gordon more because of the miniature Gunge tank. Hey! Yeah, do them both. It's the same colour as his outfit, look. Oh, until they put that in.
I'm sorry, but this is one of the saddest sights I've ever seen in television, and I feel totally ashamed. And I'm not talking about you, I'm talking Gordon. I'm sorry, Gordon. That's it. That was the house party tonight. Thank you for being part of it. Thank you to Phillip Schofield. Well done, Phillip. Thank you to Gordon. He's still tweeting away. And thank you for being very much part of the house party.
Don't call him it.
We're nearly
Have
there
some
at the
respect.
very end. What will happen next week? I think I might get all that. Join me next week from the house party. Good night.
Next week, indeed. That gotcha was perhaps better than I thought it was going to be, but it certainly didn't live up to the hype, really. What you needed to have was more introspection of the effect that it was having on DLT in the studio. But I suppose it was quite funny because, you know, you understood that he was crashing the format, and you understood that Noel was probably, as a DJ himself, Noel was probably quite in tune with all the things that were going to induce anxiety. It wasn't like Duncan Goodhue where we went, oh, put him in the studio and he'll shit himself. It's like, no, he won't. He's a professional sportsman and they are quite calm under fire and they believe in themselves. So Duncan Goodhue is actually going to make the best of it. Whereas I think Edmonds, knowing DLT for all those years and knowing that he's going to play a song for 3 minutes and then start talking to his producer going, what the fuck's going on? I think that was good. That was good. Anyway, we'll see what happens in this final episode. So thanks again for watching, and don't forget to check out the Cheapshow podcast, which is my favourite podcast. I played you episode 81 there, and then I think in the next episode they start a character assassination of Noel Edmonds, which is followed up some weeks later. And that was years ago, because we're on over 400 episodes of that now. It comes out every week on a Friday. It's very silly. It's quite improvised, and it's something to live for. So, so check it out. Bye bye.